9th, 2026. Call special meeting of Lawrence County Board of
Hang on.
Commissioners to order.
Wait.
Hang
you're
on,
gonna have to
sorry,
do it again.
it's,
It's not.
Oh,
sorry.
there you go.
It's not.
It's
Not
Monday.
connecting.
It is 9 o'clock on Monday, February 9th, 2026. Call a special meeting of Lawrence County Board of County Commissioners to order. Reverend Roman Pledge Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
But we're all fading away.
Yeah. Only thing on the agenda is our expenditures. It doesn't look like we have any minutes for approval. I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented. Motion second, all in favor of approving the agenda as presented?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, as well. And looking at expenditures, it's our monthly utility meeting for the most part. Do you guys have any questions? Okay. Make a motion to approve expenditures. Have a motion and a second to approve expenditures. All in favor of approving expenditures?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm yes as well. We do not have any minutes. Don't think we have any other business today. I'll make a motion to adjourn the board and the commissioners meeting.
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor of adjourning?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes as well. Board and County Commissioners meeting will be adjourned. And whatever is easiest for you, Shayla, for minutes, we can stay in this one and just open as the Board of Health, or.
I think so. That's what I did last time on the Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just have to open this little windows.
I'll call a special meeting of the Dolores County Board of Health to order. It is 9:03. It looks like our agenda will be the 15th. So we can be okay to jump into that, looking at our minutes. Don't have any expenditures. Just be the minutes. So going back, do you guys have any additions or deletions or
No.
corrections to the minutes?
We didn't find anything wrong with the minutes.
Make a motion to approve Board of Health meetings from October 21st, 2025, November 3rd, 2025, and November 17th.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve minutes from October 21st, 25, November 3rd, 25, and November 17th. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes as well. Minutes for those dates are approved. Perfect. We'll jump right into 20. I don't see anybody online, anything, so. If anybody does jump in online, I guess we can catch up. Some discussion. So Public Health Director, IGA right now. Haven't been able to get a hold of Montezuma County or anything with it. Talking with Dennis, it sounds like they backed out of the portion of it where they would assume director responsibility. However, the fee remained for medical services and the consultant. The more I've thought about it, I don't think we should be paying for a consultant if we're going to have like just straight for it. So to revisit that, I know 20,000 direct was allocated for it, and then they would retain any billing from services, which was about 3,000 a month, I think, from our immunization around there. So I mean, that'd be 56,000 roughly to them. So I think we need to go revisit the IGA and cut out that consultation piece if they're not going to sue directly. What that would look like, maybe just them retaining billing for the medical and then no direct compensation, maybe other than travel, which I think was like $480 or something for travel. So what do you guys think?
Yeah. Are you comfortable with it?
Yeah, so we just got another bill from them for December for just what you talked about. And we didn't have a shop clinic in December, so I honestly don't know what consulting they have, none with me. I don't know, what they're figuring. I just,
490.74.
yeah, I think it's better to just,
I mean, if the director role was included in that, or, I mean, the liability piece of it or whatever. Yeah, but there's nothing that we are getting out of it.
no, because there's no help with meetings or updates or working on things. We're all doing that.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I honestly don't. I asked Laurel once what they billed for. I said, is it because you billed for the shots? And she goes, no, I have a part-time person that does that. So I'm just confused on what they consider. Mhm.
so I think when we revisit, because we're gonna have done an IGA with the medical side of it, I think we carve out consultation completely. And write it in there, maybe just travel and they retain billing. Is there any other costs?
Are you talking for the folk fees?
Yeah, immunization.
No, but we need to today by meeting. Either say, yes, we're doing our BCF again, or no, we're not. So Dr. Posner did his training, so that piece is done. We just need to order the flu shots and set that back up. So I don't know what that means. If we don't do the IGAs,
We put it on phones and they're running it completely.
and they're bringing out, vaccines.
Okay,
But we do, like, we would still have to order. When we do flu shots and stuff, because those are individual, private.
What does the state say about director? It didn't say it had to be an RN. Okay, we're okay there.
Yeah, just have to.
give an exemption.
Okay.
So why are they backing out of the IGA?
My best guess is everything with social media and some other things that haven't really been brought to light yet, but they have been leaked out. I just don't want to engage with Dolores County because maybe we'll use toxic credit. Company, but
Okay,
the only way I can put that,
okay.
that's the only thing.
Well, it's just been such a long drawn out process too. Like, there's been no movement on, I feel, on their end.
Not on the boards and like
Yes.
legal, I mean. So I'm thinking it's probably the board that hung it all up because their public health director, Bobby and Laurel, put in everything that they felt like they needed to run this through. They were completely on board to some of the director role at the end of December. So
I think. Good. I don't know, but
I don't know. Well, and the IGA wasn't over complicated. No, you know, I mean, it was all cut and dry.
it was nearly identical to the Powers and titles.
Mhm.
A very similar operation for a decade. So I mean, the RN's bill at 5,700. The operations.
did Dennis talk to their attorney to see why they were happy with IGA?
I think it's been trying, but yeah, in touch with them.
Yeah. So if we opened up our clinic again, took all the pause. We have allocated for that. We've got all of our training up to speed with it. It sounds like just feel out.
Yeah.
And just contracting with the nurse and which should cut down your workload, I don't think, monitors the vaccines.
Right.
Um,
And then you'd mentioned mileage, that grant that I wrote, I put mileage in that too, so we have that grant to pay that out of it.
which that, they'd only requested $490
Total
total.
for the whole year.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Cause I figured at government rate for mileage. And the monthly trip
yeah.
out and back, so.
I mean, they increased the reimbursement from what we have. They're 71 cents a mile, but they're only estimating 700 miles a year.
Wow.
So,
Well, that's about, that's about what I put in, but
Okay.
I would say, yeah, if we have to pay $500.
yeah, we can do that.
We could cut out the indirect cost 3,800. And then, yeah, maybe it's all bill and
That should be easy.
system for operations. We won't need budget management, revenue and expense support. We won't need grant management support. We won't need general operations assistant. We cut down.
That was really not given, except for week one.
Yeah.
I mean, they really did help us line out stuff and
Yeah.
find, like reimbursement templates, things like that. But then, it's been. I don't know, other than now, our contact with now, there's been zero with. Talking to them.
What was, I cannot remember, Bobby was adamant about something here. With the IGA, but I can't,
The billing
was it the billing?
Yeah. Yep, the
and the,
There
and
would be
the pope,
billing.
and the pope fees, that they wouldn't follow our seat of.
Or we
not,
didn't, or we didn't.
which that wasn't contested at all. Said if you guys want bills, you're doing service. I'll keep our direct. And
And then the other thing was the VCO. And that, I mean, that's something we should really, I don't know how the VCF works where we don't have a true RN. I don't, that would be my only concern on that piece, and Mallory's doing it.
Mhm.
So I don't know if we just need to leave that there,
Which
or if we should take it back. I'll have time when we get done here to go visit with Mallory.
because it was drafted, they would provide immunization services and support on a regular monthly basis. So I would think that would still be included in it, where they would run the BCF
Mhm.
through us. That was 5,700. It would probably need to stink.
Because that's the one thing Bobby had, Phyllis, was the concern of an RN over the nurse.
Okay,
And I mean, to me, that makes 100%. That's a good security blanket, I think, for us.
But if it's their nurse that's doing it, shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it's their
That's
interstate.
what I'm saying,
Yeah,
it's their
it's their
nurse, it's their
student.
vet, it's their VCF, it's their.
And their
Right.
director is
Yeah.
of that person.
But I don't have to get with Mallory and see if they can order the private flu shots. They should be able to. But without a true IGA, I don't know if they can order for Dolores County. So that's the piece I have to check in on.
Yeah.
With VCF.
Yeah, which if they were director, they will.
Right.
Even if they don't.
Right.
But, hmm. Hmm.
And that might be a waiver that we need to get if we. You know, I
I'll
don't know
have
how
to-
that works.
We'll have to check into that.
Mhm.
And it's just funny that it's due today.
Today.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't have had a better timing for this meeting.
Mhm.
You guys feel good opening up our VCF again?
Mhm.
Any reason not to?
Like I said, the only thing would be if there's some statutory or some state
You have to have a
director to have
nurse.
a nurse to have to be over the VCF. Because the paperwork that has always been filed for the VCF program
Hmm.
includes. It was signed by a nurse and the director, it was signed by Posner. And then whoever at the time was the. You know, like if
Yeah.
it was the front desk doing it or the, So that's, I'd have to check into that.
You know who their health director is?
Hmm.
Do you know who their health director is? With Montezuma County? Their health director,
Probably law.
Bobby Law,
not director,
Nurse.
physician's advisor.
I do not know. I do not know who their medical advisor is.
Medical advisor.
Okay, yeah, bye.
That's what I'm wondering about the directorship, that they're even aware that the attorney.
Yeah, I would imagine they are.
You think so? Okay.
Then again, assumptions.
So they not shared it with the board soon enough, or the
No,
board was unaware, or?
they shared it back in December. The attorney sounds like wasn't aware of it, but. And I talked with him at CCI. Yeah, he said that. Some of the people that. There's no indication that it didn't look good. It's to recent happenings. So,
Well,
I don't tell you, I don't.
if he's a new attorney,
I don't.
if he's new, he
He
might
isn't.
not be familiar with IGAs.
He is no.
That might be his limit,
yeah,
but surely Dennis
Really?
can walk him through. Cause you have lots of IGAs in small rural towns, not just with health, not just with.
Because he's only been there, what, 6 months or something?
Honestly, I don't know.
and this one didn't reinvent the wheel.
No. This IGA was,
I mean, this was the proposal they had had between counties, Montezuma County had with Kiowa and Robertson. So it's nothing new.
Who is there? Attorney, I can't remember his name.
Travis, no, that's the,
Yeah, someone's their manager.
yeah,
It's a very weird name.
yes.
I mean, right now. It's 20,000. That included the director. It would have to be reduced. But maybe not as much if they have, if their nurse has to have oversight of the LCO.
How are you?
So.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a solution on this.
Well, we always talked about self-autonomy.
Yeah.
I think that helps us with that. And providing the services that are best for our county, not Montezuma County.
I was built in this because the director would serve on.
Have you talked to Bobby directly?
Not since this has come up, no. I mean, I guess I could, if you were the visit, just say, hey, what happened?
I have to do that.
Is Mallory out here today?
Mm-mm. She'll be out here 20th. Whatever the last Thursday. 26, 27, what is that, of February? What's the 3rd, like,
February, is it February?
the last Thursday,
6th, 27th?
okay, that's it, 26th. 26th,
Yeah.
I mean, 26th, I'm sorry.
okay, so yeah, that'll be the shop.
What would it look like if we opened up our VCF clinic and Montezuma County said, we're not gonna run your VCF clinic underneath you guys, and our intercept for that is gonna have to be Montezuma. Would that just be communication with the state again to say we're shutting down ours? Lies Montezuma's.
If we opened it back up. Yes, I think the best thing right now to do would be, we can leave it suspended. You know, and if we're working with Montezuma County's nurse,
Yeah,
and then we'll just have to work out, we'll probably have to pay them to order the vaccines.
Yeah.
But cause I don't know all the steps, I don't know, today I'll visit one.
so today, I mean, it's not a hard deadline to have it opened up today, or it's not gonna be open, they can stay in that suspended mode.
Right.
Okay,
The only thing is today is the 12 o'clock is the deadline to order any remaining flu shots for.
okay,
So all we have, I mean, we'll go check on that and then I can get hold of Mallory. Maybe I'll get hold of Bobby too and just say. Just got done with the Board of Health meeting and I'm just curious what happened.
Yeah, just kind of,
Yeah. Just like, is
yeah,
there something that, I mean, what are we missing? I just feel like there's something. Not being shared with us.
Be something like liability.
Well, they had it all covered, that's why the directorship,
yes.
Yeah.
they were gonna do that.
see, there must be just something in the cracks with the attorney.
I think this was the easiest path for,
Yeah, I would just. A casual questioning.
Yeah, I can do that and just.
Yeah, you're right. I wanna know why you did. Yeah,
What the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
No, I won't do that.
ridiculous.
Everybody's backing out of our IGA agreement.
yeah,
I wonder too, though, if. I don't know, I'm just wondering about what's coming down the pipe for us. Did they get wind of that?
See, I don't think so. See, he does, but
Okay, all right, so.
I just,
yeah,
you. You do?
I think it's probably everything that's been happening lately, the last few weeks with the ambulance and the sheriff,
yes.
everything, I think they just,
My intuition,
Yeah.
especially with everything on social media,
Yeah.
that. The funeral service and one of the sheriff's candidates said that you have a shit show going on in Morris County. His exact words, and I went down to Washington's collaborative meeting, you know, it was the extension office, which is in the same building right next door to public health. And it was tangible, like
Well, that's not fair to you, though.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, they talked about the ambulance, what's going on with that. Yeah, it was weird, even with some partners that engage with regularly, it was different. So, I don't know what narrative's being pushed out that way. And it's only gonna get worse.
Well, as long as we still have the nurse on board, I
Yeah,
think we're good.
and that's the big thing. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
everything else we can handle, it's just,
I still think it hurt to just casually question.
We'll just see what. There's something that they were advised against, and I'm not sure, but. Then I can ask the question too about VCF. With Bobby.
yeah, because they were good with it beginning of December. Kicked it over to legal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll anticipate at least the 5,700 for the registered public health nurse. There wasn't anything for an LPN. The operations and finance piece would be pulled, especially if we have on ECF. And then public health director, PH officer, public health nurse would be pulled mostly. So.
And they were just like on an hourly consultant rate? Or how was that figured in?
That was built in 5 hours per month, 60 hours per year. Wow. That for the director, and then operations and finance. The fee was less, but it was the same time, 5 hours per month, 60 per year.
So if the IGA doesn't go through, what protects the nursing piece?
I don't know.
Because that was part of the agreement is the nurse.
That was the main piece of the agreement. I don't know. I don't feel like they would pull the nurse. I think they may request that they keep the VCF.
Well, and I get that, because if that was a concern at the beginning,
Yeah.
is that we had vaccines that they're over, and if something happened,
They're on.
they're,
Before.
yes. I understand that.
Which we went to the other side and said, to alleviate all the concerns you guys have, complete control for your own liability with it for this service. So makes me a little worried that they want to give up some of that control over their own liability.
Well, I mean, to me, that if like attorneys, I would think would be more concerned about that piece than the IGA that covered everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's where I'm just thinking that maybe there isn't a true understanding of the detail of the IGA.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the only change they made to the director piece was that the director and health officer would also be designated as PIC and PIO in the event of a public health emergency. They look good with everything else as far as the director. We don't pay any insurance or benefits for Mallory. See, that would have been built into it. for 3,800, all that would have gone by the wayside. Not gonna need IT support with anything, all of those ancillary costs. Moving forward, I think it's safe to assume we're gonna have to assume the director position for statute. And then the questions we'll have to answer on VCF, on assume this VCF. And then what the cost is gonna be for that.
Okay. Well, I can find the status of the VCF. Kind of have to put that in place today anyway, so. And then,
Since I could just rework this, but I don't really want to do that without talking to.
would it do us any good to schedule a meeting?
Yeah, right.
If Bobby's there today, because she's not often in.
That's it.
I mean, she's just about retired too, so,
Yeah,
Is she going to retire? Bobby?
yeah, I think like right now, she's just kind of using a built up. Time that she's had for years,
she was out until the 12th of January.
Yeah.
So,
so, I'll see. If not, Mallory's good, yeah, she'll know the answers to the VCF piece, because she was very concerned. Because, and I was concerned, because I told her, we don't have a freely executed IGA. It is very hard for us to say, yes, we're gonna charge a boat fee.
Yeah.
And yes, we're gonna do this, so we just kind of worked that out with her, so that there weren't complications for her to have to go back and explain.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And even in their own offices, if it's a true DCF patient. If they can't do the boat fee, they leave it.
Yeah.
So.
which could work out, yeah.
Mhm.
So their operation down there's not much there, hopefully that doesn't change. With the new director.
So. We know that as of right now, there's no RG. Check on the,
Yeah, there's some,
check on the VXC and then. And then what we'll just.
I haven't even seen a red line IGA from Dennis. Anything like kickback. He's just said verbally that
They're not doing
they allow some.
it. So
But
then
that
we don't.
came from their attorney,
Yeah, to Dennis.
so. There could be, I don't. Because I've never run this, I just think maybe there's a glitch, that the attorney wasn't on board with this and like. Does that make sense? Because the commissioners were all on board. And they're not gonna
It
change
sounded
their
like,
mind,
yeah, sounded like they were on board. I know public health was
yeah,
a month ago.
the commissioners were so, and actually. The attorney can't make that decision, it'd be the commissioners, that
He can advise.
he can advise,
Yeah.
that's what he's there for, just to advise, but did he even do that? So that would be a question.
Your meetings in Cortez?
Hmm.
Your meetings in Cortez with them?
Who's gonna call?
I'm just gonna,
Oh, okay. Hey,
no, I haven't set up a meeting, haven't. I just don't know what steps. Like,
yeah,
till we know a reasoning, I guess, but I think today with that deadline, it's a good day to. Say, okay, we need to know.
yeah.
And I can ask what happened, and.
And you might, because you're not blind, and tell them that the commissioners were on board, that everything was. So what was the?
What happened?
Mhm.
And Paul Harvey, I want to know the rest of the
Story, yeah.
Okay. I guess while we're open as Board of Health, got a news flash today that an Arapahoe County resident went to California and left a stream of measles outbreaks, like everywhere they stopped, everywhere they went. At this point in time, they're isolated in California. But it was just like every convenience store, every, like when they've been doing just the checking of where they went and how long
They were highly contagious.
highly contagious. So it's a Colorado resident, but is in California, so that's a good thing for us.
Coming from California as.
Yes, but that's just interesting that they just left that line,
Wow.
yeah. So,
Yay.
Something you might be interested in, talked about it a little bit this morning. I guess there is a legislative proposal. And it is to restrict what can be used for prairie dog mitigation. And would largely prohibit use of like your anticoagulants, so poison weed, anything like that, restricted.
wow,
So. Yeah, it would have to be used in a public health emergency. Stipulations. Really.
so they're basically saying any kind of bait that they've used in the past,
Blue traps and pretty much all your poisons.
but you could still see it too.
Yeah,
Bubblegum. I'm not have ever worked with the Chelmsford bubblegum down there.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I don't know, we had lots of luck with the CO2 as long as we
Yeah.
got all the other holes plugged up, but. Yeah, that's interesting about the art.
yeah, so there's I think CCI adopted a position of amend on it and to tease it out where it's not all encompassing. Certain areas you wouldn't be able to use it, things like that.
Well, I mean, I've always wondered about that anyway, just with the food chain, that bioaccumulation, it
Yeah.
happens with that, so.
Yeah, I think a lot of the concern was pets ingesting
Mhm.
roads that have been poisoned. And seeping into well water was another concern.
Kids on field trips playing in prairie dog holes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, seriously, there was a big outbreak was because of them. Cause they got
Plague or-
they got the sleeves of the little girl took her jacket off. And had it laying by the hole and was down in there digging in the hole because she didn't know, and then one of the teachers finally caught him and then put the jacket back on, and everybody that came in contact with the police from that jacket.
Wow.
Was it the bubonic?
Yes,
Did it kill any of it?
or
Or
no, but it was like, I don't remember, 25 different people.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
Yeah, and that was in Jefferson County.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
was like. And then the one little girl that with the jacket, I think she got really sick. I can't remember, that was years ago.
you probably dug in a prairie dog hole in your day.
Probably, we threw cow patties at each other, Phyllis.
Yeah, everybody lived. Nobody died.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Jake ate poison sweet.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he had to have his stomach, had to eat.
That's the little one.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
She lives-
Cause it was pretty.
No, Brennan he's always eating greens, and so he was just walking by and the bucket lid was open and Jake's like, oh, there's meat. It's a good thing that Riley was behind, or Ty, one of them was behind him and was like, Dad, did you just see that? So we had to make him throw up and then he had to go to the hospital.
Do the charcoal thing, yeah.
He's fine, or he's not fine, but I think that's part of his problem.
He's probably fine.
Oh, my.
think really the only other one, the paying for public health here, there's a bill to expand the Colorado College Foods Act. It just open up the sale for homemade foods that require refrigeration.
Hmm.
I think maybe a couple businesses here. Businesses.
You said the cottage cheese, not cottage cheese. the cottage cheese.
Cottage Foods Act.
Yeah.
Say the cottage cheese act.
Well, I did. Yeah, that's been a very concern about, like,
Yeah,
milks and.
so that would seem to reduce restrictions on. So,
Like Flutters.
yes.
Rather than a-
100%.
Yeah, still, and everything's built in there with temperature control and food safety, course, food handling training, all of that.
So if you ever wanted to open another can of worms, we probably need some people trained in food handling safety courses for equipment.
Yeah. Which.
I mean, I tried to have an individual talk, and that just was like, well, that's just one more thing we have to do. But, I think it would be wise just to have someone trained in that, like especially in the food shack and. I mean, to me, the person running it should be the one that takes that course, because they're monitoring everything.
Yeah,
So. But I don't know, I just think in light of what happened last year and. It probably isn't a bad idea,
yeah,
and I don't wanna restrict them. I mean, you know what I'm saying, it is one more, but it's not, it's a half-hour class. And then at least you have that stuck up in there in case somebody gets sick, that they're covered.
T's, I's are crossed and dotted.
Mhm.
So. This bill removes the $10,000 cap on revenues. Sorry, I didn't know there was a cap before, how much they could
Could make,
Really?
generate, yeah. Yeah, probably the producer could only generate $10,000.
that's why you do
Revenues.
cash, you accept cash.
Like even people selling eggs or anything.
Yeah, $10,000.
You make 10,000 on your quailings?
Actually, yeah.
Net
No, I
revenues.
didn't.
Still sell quailings?
Yeah, net revenues.
Net is 10, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's 10.
Oh, that's Grace's chickens better get with it.
No kidding.
Did you see that thing with, I don't know where it was, but the guy was selling eggs on the side, and somebody's one lovely person come along and is complaining about used egg cartons.
Oh, no.
Right, move on, guy, go get your eggs from Walmart then.
Yeah.
But
Is there any other type of egg carton here? Like eggs you get from people?
I know, yeah, but it's a danger, it's a hazard, it's the disease that's carried in.
Well,
I guess if you're licking the egg,
But most people wash them, and I mean, like, when I do quail eggs, if you look in the carton and it's got yolk in it, you don't use it, yeah,
Yeah.
it's been used.
Or if one breaks, you throw the part away.
But,
Well, they can just come get them all off top of my refrigerator then.
Yeah.
Throw them away themselves.
Yeah. It's always the one.
Why do
Yes.
people put them on, does everybody put them on top of the refrigerator?
I just think it's handy.
I was thinking of that one time in people's homes, you egg cartons,
Same
feed
thing.
it, they make cartons, oh, I give them to so-and-so.
I lay mine by on the way out my patio door to where the little quail pen is, so I can just grab them and,
And then we haul them up to Dylan's, some of them,
yep.
he's got so many chickens.
This may apply to you guys, although you don't fit statutorily with where it can be relinquished at, but there's a bill to increase the age of a child that can be relinquished to firefighter, hospital, or community clinic emergency center. Current statute is they have to be less than 72 hours old. This would allow 30 days. So it would not show one. I'm guessing you guys probably never had a baby. During Christmas.
Are you meaning with
That-
measles or with social services?
Social.
Social services, so.
Well,
But
no,
your clinics, public health,
I can
Clinics
see where
open.
people would say,
yeah,
no, yeah, or just leave that, that'd be sad,
yeah,
like they did fire.
fire houses, hospitals. So I don't think it would apply, but
Well, it's good to know, I mean,
Legislation.
that's a good thought,
yeah,
a good thing to know.
yeah, probably very few instances in the state, I'm sure overall.
Is that solve my empty nester almost problem?
One month over younger.
You imagine.
And does the fire department have cameras since I'm not there all the time?
Right.
Oh, I know something I wanted to talk to you about. With the evidence center over there,
Yeah,
the evidence shop. There's a lot of vehicles. They're not, it's not fenced.
No.
Was that supposed to be fenced originally?
was it?
Well, I think we did talk about a fence and that originally, I don't know whether we had put it in there, but eventually it was supposed to be fenced.
Because my
Um,
concern is like the other day, they had, Dawn came in and said, I don't have a choice but to park this right here, it's right by you. I'm like, it's on the side, that's not gonna bother us, but then you get thinking, what if someone has something, they have something in those vehicles that they really want bad? I mean, most of that stuff is removed, right?
Before they're placed outside, I know they've
Oh.
been processed.
Okay, so there's not a. chance
Yeah,
that-
so they're not waiting to be processed there. They, yeah, from the time that they take those into custody to the point where they're at now, they'll have been processed.
Okay, cause today I was shocked, cause like there's 3, 4, I think 5 vehicles and also search and rescue trailer.
Yeah,
And the nice camper.
Mhm.
Why is the search and rescue trailer there?
I think it has. I think it is a storage vessel right now for objects found.
you-
You know what I'm saying, like that were confiscated from? From
It should be.
or something that was stolen, but anyway, it's there, that was just. That today when I pulled up, I'm like, that's a lot of vehicles with just sitting out there.
I mean, if there's, where it would have to be secured, I mean, if the vehicle was used in the commission of a crime. You would want to secure it to preserve that evidence because the vehicle itself would be evidentiary. But if it was stolen property, something like that. It would just be processed. I mean, really, it all needs to be minus security.
Well, I mean, I know we're very rural, but there's nothing, I mean,
Yeah,
there are cameras on. All vehicle, or on all those buildings out there, but still. That was just a thought I had today about, cause I thought when that was first the time, it was gonna be fenced.
It's going to be when we have
Was the-
money.
benefit of the AmeriGas building, then
Yeah.
that was looked at, was that there was a
Already.
fenced in impact law.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of space up there.
no, and then I was gonna ask you guys too, there is a Rural America grant. That has lots of money in it for like healthcare, services provided. And then there's also like a $12,000 oral healthcare grant. That we would use the money to say to people. It's more like advertisement for take care of your teeth, healthier you, I think a lot of that already exists between the clinic and the. dental office there. I don't think we need to try to branch out and add that.
Then they have that one that comes Smiles or whatever. Free dental health,
Mhm.
unless the senior service would be something they could use.
Well, I don't know what,
Well, talk to-
I have to really get into the grant itself and see what like the deliverables are. But I think most of it is just, you know, the ability to have monies to buy the posters about chewing and smoke, you know, any of those things that would
Mhm.
bring down your, or just taking care of your teeth, going to the dentist, you know. That that diseases and teeth go hand in hand, so I don't know. I just saw that today and I'm like, huh, that's something we've never done, but to me, the clinic already offers that in both,
Yeah,
through both, like.
and I think the school nurse tests that, don't they have
Yeah,
a dental health day or something?
they used to do the fluoride, I don't know if they still do they?
Make them swish it in class,
Yeah,
Oh, but they spit it out and sink or.
trash cans,
Trash
they
can.
take
and then
trash.
they'd all smile and the pink is just stuck.
I don't think they've done that for a while, but I don't know.
Depending on what happens with Medicaid funding and how that impacts our fund, maybe something like that in the future.
Yeah, the rural health one is pretty big.
You might send that to Elisa with the information on the grant if there's a link or something.
On the
rural health, the
whole thing,
whole thing, and let her look into it to see if there might be anything healthy eating for her seniors or anything like that that might benefit them, maybe. She's pretty good at looking into grants and stuff like that, so healthy more there. Yeah. Yeah.
are we good?
I think so, yeah,
And then,
let me know what you hear, let us know.
You'll make a phone call and.
yeah, I'll go make that, because it's right now 10, that would be perfect to go.
And I'll reach out to Dennis too,
And then
see
we'll
if they
just,
send something back. At an IGA that's redlined, the place to start again.
and then we'll just, okay, that's what I was gonna say, reconvene and then
Yeah,
take our next steps.
because we're gonna have, like you said, something in place for signing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I don't want to lose.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we have an option not to lose that, like now, not to get something worked out. Because without them coming out and covering it with their nurse, I don't know what our option.
So when they said, did they contact you or did they go through Dennis or
Through
Dennis.
Dennis.
they went through Dennis?
Mhm.
So their attorney went through Dennis.
Mhm.
Wasn't that kind of odd?
No,
That's
mm-mm,
pretty
not
well.
when they're working on IGAs. together.
Okay.
It's not.
But usually you sit down and just have either an
Hey, this is
exit
red line.
plan,
Yeah,
or you discuss what
That's not wonder if the commissioners knew anything about it.
that's,
it was weird that Dennis didn't have anything to bring back
Mhm.
to us.
see, I'm just thinking that he doesn't, the new attorney doesn't understand the IG.
I don't either, yeah.
Y'all reach out to Dennis.
I'll go make some phone calls,
Okay.
go see Lenore.
Everything else for this?
Gave you the updates on the measles thing, influenza is still rampant, so wash your hands,
Hey, Carmen's.
Been a few
Take
people
your-
sick.
yeah. Yeah. To just, and you know, they do suggest it's so contagious that you stay home till you're symptom free. So, that's hard, it's hard for
Mhm.
our little kiddos,
It's very hard.
but.
Yeah.
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 Alrighty. What's that?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
I'll favor adjourn.
Yeah.
Yes. Or adjourn, so don't forget to adjourn this.
By Julie.
I saw your picture. That baby is so fat for her age.
I know,